Chicago style in 3 easy steps. Step 1. The bibliography. A bibliography is the Chicago style name for a list of your research sources. It's best to create this while doing your research so you can refer to it while you're putting your paper together. Formatting the bibliography is pretty straightforward. Put its page number at the top right, then type bibliography in the top center of the page. Leave 2 lines, then list your citations in alphabetical order. Single-space the citations, but leave 1 line in between each one, and use either 12-point Times Roman font or 11-point Arial. Finally, each citation should have a hanging indent, where the first line is flush left, but the subsequent lines of the citation are indented a little bit. You can leave doing the hanging indent until the end because you can do it to all the citations at once using a few handy steps in both Word or Google Docs. Let's do it in Google Docs. First, highlight all of the citations in one block. Go to the Format menu, then align and indent, indentation options, hanging, then apply. All of your citations will then have the hanging indent at once. Step 2. In-text citations, footnotes, or endnotes. In a Chicago-style paper, you'll notice tiny superscript numbers in place of an in-text citation. These numbers refer to a matching note, which here is at the bottom of the page, or if you group them in a list at the end of your paper, they would be called endnotes. Let's do footnotes in Google Docs. Put your cursor where you want your in-text citation, go to the Insert menu, and choose Footnote. You'll drop down to a spot at the bottom of the page where you can paste your note. If you scroll back to your paragraph, you'll notice that a little number will be where you did your insert footnote. You can just continue inserting footnotes and then pasting your note for each in-text citation as you go. Your list of notes will keep growing. If you find you need to erase a note, just delete the little superscript number and the whole thing will disappear, including the note. The other notes will shift correctly, keeping the correct little number with the correct note. If you have multiple notes from the same source, you don't need to keep using the same note again and again. If your new note is exactly the same as the note immediately above it, just use the word IBID, which means the same. If the new note is the same as the note above it, but the information is from a different page in that source, put IBID, then a comma, and the new page number. If the note is the same as a previous note, but not the one immediately above it, you should simply put the first word of the citation as shown in the bibliography and then the new page number. The footnotes are pretty much a repeat of the bibliography citations, but there are a few differences. The footnote will have a number. The citation in the bibliography doesn't have a number. The first author's last name is the first word of the citation in the bibliography, but the footnote turns it around and shows that first author's name in the regular order. The citation in the bibliography has sections of it defined by periods, and the footnote uses commas for those sections instead. How do you find formatted bibliography citations and notes? There are a few really great citation and footnote creators that are free of charge online. Some of these are definitely better than others, so ask your instructor or a PCC librarian for recommendations. The Pima College Library also has handouts and an online guide for citation formats, including Chicago style. The last step is step 3, formatting your paper. Your instructor may want a title page. Title pages have the title of the paper centered and about a third down the page. Then, after a few lines, put, double-spaced on separate lines, your name, your instructor's name, the name or number of your class, and the date you are submitting your paper. If you aren't using a title page, put the information about yourself and the class at the top left. Put page 1 at the top right of the page. The title is centered. The whole paper should be double-spaced. The exceptions are notes, which are single-spaced with a line between each, and also block quotes, which are multi-line quotations, which you would indent in a block. They are also single-spaced. Finally, indent the first line of each paragraph. Make sure the entire paper, including the notes, are in either 12-point Times Roman or 11-point Arial font. If you have any questions about Chicago style or any other citation format, remember you can contact your PCC librarian. Good luck!